Before this live stream begins, I would like to tell you that no drama, no making copyright, do not make any fights. Do not spam on my streams while doing it. Only at 6 people only. If you do this, I will not allow you in my streams on purpose. Do not make any fights. Do not make dramas. So that's it. So let's get started that stream, shall we? And we're live. Right. Hello there, everyone. You know my name, Petey Hernandez. Yes, and welcome. And this is another episode of my stream. Right. So, we're going back to Australia again. And this time, we're going to talk about some unusual tank engines that work in the Victorian Railways. That will be the Victorian Railways E-Class. And what is that? Yes, Archie and Chloe. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Petey?
Very good. And
So
what's
what's
Cinema
other
Roll?
next
Have
week?
you seen? Yeah. Have you seen Cinema Roll? Yeah. Sitting around here. I'm here. You said about the E-Classes? Yes, Cinema Roll. E-Classes. Think they're tank engines. This is the tank engines that we photographed in the 1880s. Ooh, what is that?
Again,
Oh,
the origin for Thomas the Tank Engine.
Really? But this kind of looks like Whip, but it doesn't look like Whip. Why? Because it was built as a 2 pilot wheels, 4 pilot driving wheels, and it has a 2 training wheels. So it has a 2, 4, 2. Give the nickname 242Ts, meaning tank a T. Tank engines have the capital letter T. In fact, they have a dome right there. It has a kind of look like British things, but it wasn't. But look at this funnel. It's just like some of these British locomotives that used in. I mean, look at the E2. So anyone else's, anyone. But yeah. But the first locomotive was called. Yes, Chloe?
You know what that means? So I uploaded the premiere on Monday, so which means it's gonna be on Christian's video. So that reaction video is called Tune On This Weekend Reaction Time. DVD and VHS openings went on and Friends. Opening to the Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars 1998 VHS. So Petey, you want to join in on my channel?
Sure, I can join. So, anyway, back to this. The first locomotive was built in 1888. Get the nickname Tasmania. They were built in Kitson and Co. in the UK, in Leeds. Sorry, Tasmania was built in Kitson and Co. It was shipped back in the goods, and went back to Southampton, and then it was shipped back all the way down in Australia. It was a very long journey. But the other locomotives was but the other locomotives was building Newport workshops in Victoria. So they built more. So they built a 242s. In so more E2s coming out, but more like different. But instead of 242s, they put on 062s.
Oh,
062s.
62s?
Yeah, because this engine was been assigned for shunting, because this one is not meant for suburbans. Let's see how the competitive differences.
Petey.
Yes,
So, if you want to do the live stream on part 2, it's about emotions for the Summer Spectacular 2024.
yes, but
So,
it will be tonight, this Sunday. Sorry, don't you
yes,
worry.
I am gonna be tonight, huh?
You'll see, it's gonna be so exciting, isn't it? Well, back
Yeah,
to the story.
very exciting.
Yeah, this one has the 242s is assigned for passengers, while 062s is assigned for shunting duties. This is for shunting, but this is for passengers. 242s passengers, 062s shunting. And yet, these are used for shunting right there. Anyway,
Very antique.
antique it is. You notice that. I mean, you never seen with this one, but here's Rosalina. All right, so this engine was being shot at in 1910, but it was not in such a public domain. It's to say, there's a 342 and there's an E-class passing by. This is great
1910.
frustration.
That's like
Which,
114 years ago.
yes, and there's another E-class passing by, and another one, and another E-class is passing by. And this is in 1910. But even so, these E-class is just more. Hey, but at least there's some. At least, yeah. Hello, Rosalina. Oh, hello, Rope. You want to join me? Join us. You're free to join. Did I miss something? My melody. Yes, you missed something, but you gotta check it out. Let me see.
Jimmy's department store on the extreme top right.
Oh,
Ernest Higgins edited the film, so
That's
it began
antique.
with these long establishing shots, and as you'll see, the pace quickens as we deal with specific buildings and events. The camera has become a storytelling instrument. The shots vary in length, and the point of view is varied. There are high-angle shots, low shots, and a variation of wide and medium views as the film progresses. In the port of Brisbane, influenced the Duke to depart Melbourne by train.
Ooh, I like that classic
This
video,
departure
huh?
from Port Melbourne would have disappointed that municipality. So the Duke travelled to Port Melbourne station by coach from Government House to take this special train out on the 16th of May, 1901.
1901 is this.
That's like 121 years ago.
Yeah.
From all parts of the state. The produce of the farms, the factories,
And that's the
mines,
shunting
and the
footage.
forests,
This is an
Wait,
R62.
123 years?
Yes.
He has many kinds of jobs to do, and he's had good training to do them properly.
Uh-huh. But at least these E-classes are just very good working car. Yes. But yes, I got one question. Yes, Kuromi? What happened to the E-classes? what happened to them?
got
Well,
They got scrapped.
well, kinda. The first of the E classes
Here comes the
was
plane crash
born
music
in
again.
1937. E359 was the first 0613 to be taken off register, while the remaining locomotives were still until the 1950s. These engines are still continuing until the early 1960s, with the last original 242T, which is E236, was used as a shunter at the Newport workshops and was taken out of service in 1953. It was restored almost 10 years in ARHS, Newport. The last two locomotives, which is E369, and E371, was worked as a pilot duties until the withdrawal in 1972. Although E369 was allocated to the ARHS for a second display at the Newport Railway Museum. However, just 3 of these engines survived in the preservation. And yes, 3 of these engines are being survived. Like this engine. Because let's show these examples. This is E369.
Wow!
This engine has been worked for 79 years. And however, though, this engine was involved in the deadly wreck. E369 was involved in the deadly wreck because it was put back to service until its withdrawal in the 1970s, because this engine has been working south for 79 years ago. And this one is 371, another locomotive. This, in the 1980s, they decided to be restored to its operating condition, but unfortunately, this engine was suffered significant damage. So it was put on static display. But in 2020s, they used a cosmetic restoration installed on static display. But that's not all. There's 1242E class still exists to this day. And it is, of course, no, not that one. That E236, the sole survivor 242TE class.
Just like
And-
Percy, right?
Huh.
No, it's just like Percy. It's just like, it does look like Whiff, but different, truly different. But it's from Australia, you know.
Nice.
So, you cannot believe about these E classes, you know. So, even so, do you know about these E classes by yourselves? Well, well, my friend, you know about the E as a cell of the E classes, but you know there were also suburbans. My friend Elsa explains. Oh wait, you are Jay.
Oh,
Elsa, explain to the E236, please.
E236 is a 242 tank locomotive that formerly ran on the Victorian Railways of Australia. The locomotive was built as E506 in 1893 by the Melbourne Locomotive and Engineering Works of South Melbourne as one of 70 E-class tank locomotives.
Yeah.
The design of these locos dated back to 1888, when the prototype E426 Tasmania was built by Kitsons of Leeds of England to a design by Edward Alexander Jeffreys, and was displayed at the Melbourne Royal Exhibitions Building alongside the prototype for the Y-class 060. E506 was brought into service and, much like her siblings, served commercial power for Melbourne's suburban railway network alongside the M, DDE, and Y classes. The engines would serve the network until 1919, when it was electrified.
2,097 subscribers?
20 were converted from 242Ts to 062s to the E class design, which dated back to 1890. 1953, while another 25 were withdrawn. Of the latter group, 20 of them were sold to South Australian Railways to become their second M class in 1920. They would run from 1920 until retirements began in 1935, until the last example
What?
was in 1935. All of them were scrapped.
Yeah.
An additional 18 were withdrawn in 1924.
Yeah.
E506
1920.
was retired from passenger service in 1920.
Oh!
Having clocked up a distance of over
You
1 million
mean
kilometers in its first 27
you got the
years.
right cinema roll?
It was spared from
There are
its
so
first
many
conversion and was
E-classes
retained by Victoria
being
Railways
scrapped,
and renumbered
but those
in
just
2006.
oh.
The locomotive would work as a shunter at Newport workshops from 1923, where it held black livery. It was also the only E-Class 242 to remain in VR service, and by 1935, with the scrapping of the M-Class in South Australia, became the sole surviving one in general.
Uh-huh.
She would spend the remainder of her working life as a shunter until 1953.
Rajik,
Finally,
2,972,907
after her retirement,
subscribers.
236 would be cosmetically restored to its original Brunswick green livery and
Uh-huh.
was displayed
I read
alongside
the
1101
subscriptions, right?
at Spencer Street Station from the 11th to 25th of September 1954 for the VR cavalcade.
Mm-hmm.
After 36 was moved to for storage for the next decade. During that time, its whistling position was removed, and its whereabouts are currently unknown, although I feel it might have been scrapped. 236 was later moved to the Newport Rail Museum in 1961, where it currently resides there today as a static display, and my personal favorite locomotive.
You got that right, Elsa! Your personal favorite locomotive! Sure is! So, Chloe, so if you know about dinosaurs,
Hey, I know that. Jurassic June?
or how about Cinema Roll's Dino Adventure?
Yay!
What?
That's
Thank you.
more like Jurassic June, right?
Yeah. But, yes, but you know about this dinosaur, most dangerous and heavily armed, is this!
Triceratops.
Yes.
He's a three-horned dinosaur. Tri means three, right?
Yes. Yes, but it is indeed.
And the Triceratops live in herbivores, right?
Yeah, but they live in but they last in 8.3 million years ago, and they lasted to 66 million years ago. It's now Western North America. Even so, yes. So, what is your favorite dinosaur, Clary?
My favorite dinosaur is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And what is your favorite dinosaur, RJ?
The Brachiosaurus, the Brachiosaurus.
Mine is the largest dinosaur. The
Brontosaurus.
The Diplodocus.
What's a Brontosaurus?
Ah, you see, the Diplodocus, eh? Wait. I think I could find. Ah, there it is. Rosalina is the T-Rex. And what's yours, Rose? What's your favorite dinosaur? This is the Diplodocus, this.
Looks
Well-
like the Brachiosaurus.
It's a long-necked dinosaur, right?
Yes. And it's a plant eater.
Well, dinosaurs eat plants like Triceratops do.
Rose's favorite is pterodactyl.
I know watching dinosaur train, you know, Tiny, Shiny, Dawn, and Buddy.
Yes, that's the one.
One of these things does not belong to a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Is the only one sibling besides the pterodons.
Yes, I like dinosaur train. Since I was little, since I was 9 years old, I watched, but I liked it too much. But So fun. So that's it for the E classes for going
Yep.
on
And next
All
week
right.
is Father's Day.
Yes, Father's Day, and
Next-
next we will kind of talk
Do you
about the
have a dad?
PRT1 locomotives. So, remember on Sunday tonight, that will be the Summer Spectacular Part 2, and each Saturday will be Cinema Rolls, Dino Adventures.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And emotions too.
yeah, immersions too, but
Cut.
yes. Yeah, so thanks for watching,
I
everyone.
gotta go.
Make sure comments, rate,
Bye.
All right.
and subscribe. Remember, keep on
PD and the
steaming.
gang signing.
See ya.
PD and the gang signing up.